Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. Woo. I've been chilling, putting a post, trying to find something that I could use as a picture for my post on X about me streaming. Power World is a busy game, yeah. It hasn't been out that long. I already have over 100 hours on it. I haven't played it lately, but nice. Just keep that grind going. I actually kind of sort of ran out of stuff to do. I mean, there's actually two other things to do, but those good base battles, yeah. That's around the level you get them. You gotta go to the sanctuaries and grab them. You go to the sanctuaries and you grab the good battles from them. Just dodge the policemen. Here we go. Away we go. There's Herda. So many Herdas. Ooh. Suitable for teams focusing on ultimate damage. So, who do I have that really focuses on ultimate damage? I think I think she, her. We'll grab her too, and her. There we go. As the unknowable domain poses a certain threat logic, I must provide an exploration target for this domain. In other words, information regarding the Scholar's Strife to increase the success rate of the rescue mission. The Scepter System, inorganic neuron clusters, and celestial level computational interference devices created by Emperor Rupert II are widely distributed across various quadrants in the Imperial domain to complete the observations, extra relations, and interference orders passed on by him. After the Second Emperor's War, numerous intact scepter units were handed over to the Intelligentsia Guild by the IPC for research. However, the active interstellar energy war, as well as the animosity and disagreements between the various schools, turned what was originally an academic exchange into a scholar's strife, with the Scepter System at the center. You lot wish to research the Scepter? Madame Herda may have another objective. Madame Herda has always hoped to amplify the total knowledge throughout the universe. As for her personal research, it originates from a conundrum, a solitary waves theory left over from the era of the Scholar's Strife. It could be said this extrapolation extrapolation, is a return to the beginning, back to the origin. However, she has unexpectedly become trapped at this origin. I hope this knowledge will assist you in your search. After an ally target uses ultimate, restores 50 charge attacks when charge reaches 120. Bounce deals ice ultimate damage equal to 200 base damage to random enemy targets, repeating up to 8 times. So it's every 3 ultimates I do. Dealing damage applied to the target. Alright. When dealing damage applied to the target, one stack of delay cataclysm. When weakness is broken, deals ice ultimate damage equal to 150% to random enemy targets with delay cataclysm. Remove one stack of this effect, repeat until no target on the field possesses this effect. The stack stacks up to 8 times and lasts for 2 turns. Defeated, this effect is transferred to a random enemy target. Candelagraph's Destiny. Evolution is the antithesis of intellect. Only by devolving into the most fundamental state can one attain truth. Is there a perfect medium for wisdom to exist? As the inorganic bionic neuron clusters of the mechanical emperor, the scepters should possess the property of bearing intelligence. The School of Evolutionary Perfection scholars once suspected that Rupert II used the scepters as a cerebral extension of thought expansion to generate enough computational power to destroy half the universe with his mortal body. Though the IPC has imposed many restrictions on inorganic life form research projects, that has not prevented scholars' academic efforts from being slowly diverted from flesh to metal. It is as scholar Torkic declared, beyond minuscule protein balls and limited lifespans will eventually create intelligence that transcends all. Chronicles of the Scholar's Strife, Candelagraph's historian Kerr Hassan. You can freely use team lineup. You can choose characters that the scepter's extrapolation. Okay. Alright. Kapui. Instructions. The circular-shaped interfaces are passive components. Passive components enhance the scepter's effects. Yeah. You have to use Robin at the right time. Alright, there we go. So, let's see. I don't know what this is. So here, let me make a... Because I actually have them built. So let's do that. Let's make a Robin Firefly team. So Robin, not her, Firefly. Because the main problem though is that Firefly does not really enhance her because she works on break effect. So what you want is like, you usually want Ron May as the buffer because she buffs break effect ability. But with her, I think we can get away with it. We can go with these and get away with it. Alright. So, do that, do this, do this. Alright. Break down more dangerous. Enter battle after achieving... So. You do this. You do this. Here we go. Well, so wait. Alright. Alright, I guess. Boop. When inserted into charge scepters, increasing charge efficiency by 30. Achieving components will increase the rarity. Alright. Grant you corresponding rewards. Instructions. The hexagonal shape are supplementary components. They will trigger powerful effects when the scepter is activated. After scepter attack deals a set amount of fire damage equal to 40% of ultimate damage dealt by this attack to enemy targets with the highest HP among the targets hit by the attack. So hexagonal components are supplementary components, and the circular ones are passive components. Supplementary will use powerful effects after the scepter activate, match it against suitable scepter, and you may significantly improve your efficiency. Passive components can enhance scepter and supplementary components. So, when the scepter attacks after every instant of damage dealt, deal one a random type equal to 100% of base damage. Target afflicted with 4 or more debuffs, and I think this will be what we want. There we go. I understand. Robin's pretty good. Hey, where am I? Why are there so many people arguing inside my head? As you put forth your inquiries, a wave of deep rage surfaces in your cognition, desiring destruction and the ruination of everything. You are now but a thread of consciousness, belonging to a perfect scholar. The members of the Intelligentsia Guild clamor ceaselessly next to your ears, arguing about the future and chaos, evolution, and languages. You listen to them murmur on and find their words meaningless. This will be a model created by collecting data from the greatest scholars of the guild, combining the details together into one. The Intelligentsia Guild estimates that in the best case scenario, the first perfect scholar of the Intelligentsia Guild will be born. As the lead scholar initiates the experiment, a new electric current surfaces within the consciousness. Select. So, has a chance to obtain a 3-star rarity component. The self. Some civilization granted it the description of soul. Selves from different individuals exhibit massive differences. This difference determines the movement patterns and thought processes of the individual. Therefore, one question must be considered. Who am I? Obtain one component of 3-star rarity. Insert in a charge scepter attack. Huh. The pursuit of meaning of the self. I believe that is repeating the process of becoming human. The scholar displays a digital incubator to the crowd. Alright. Oh, I can't use it. I haven't. Oh, damn. Okay, so I got one turn. Damn, they're going fast. Oh, we won. She's pretty good. As you can see, every time her follow-up, you see her follow-up attack, every time that happens, she heals. So she doesn't heal by herself, she heals on her follow-up attack, so she's really good for a follow-up team. Plus, she's also good because she does break effect stuff. So, at the brink of the simulated universe, you finally catch sight of Herta's familiar purple silhouette. The genius puppet, one of them, is currently standing on the boundary between the two time periods, trying to peel off unintelligible information of the unknowable domain. You loudly call out to her, but it's not until you're right in front of her that she realizes the simulated universe has gained another living being. What are you doing here? This place is not for testing. Go and entertain yourself in some other random domain. Screw them. Madam Herta, you have been out of the contact with the outside world for 34 universal hours. I specifically requested that Anastasia come to find you. 34 universal hours? It seems that only does the unknowable domain interferes with external observation, but it also affects your sense of time. Though it looks like unobservable nonsense code from outside, everything is completely normal inside. This cannot be a programming error. It is some kind of impurity. Herta ignores you and Screwlum and casts her gaze back to the data flow before her. Quickly you realize that she is not trapped in the unknowable domain. She simply forgot to come back. Alright, this is classic Herta. Do you know about the Circle of Knowledge? Herta asked from nowhere. Unlike before, she doesn't seem as frank and forthright. She is immersed in the confusion of some conundrum before her. I can make one up. Comparing one's own knowledge to a circle, the greater your knowledge, the larger your circle, and the more unknowns lay outside your circle. A prizer, a very astute metaphor. Since I began my research for knowledge, whenever the knowledge inside my brain reached a certain level and was about to break through the known circle into the world of unknown, I would encounter some kind of obstacle. Mechanical failure, data corruption, even threats to personal safety. All sorts of unlikely events would occur that would push all my research progress back to zero. It is like there was a pair of invisible hands constantly preventing me from leaving the circle of the known, creating a continuous unknowable domain. Logic. You seem to be applying a subjective quality to these objective obstacles. Allow me to remind you, subjectivity is the enemy of research. I personally am not... Like, well, we can do the after I finish this, we'll do the trial, and we'll check her out. But I wasn't really impressed with her, so... Like, I already have pretty good assortment of characters, so I wasn't really thinking of getting her. I didn't even get especially since I didn't get, what's her name's, the fire character's, light cone. To some, it may be subjective conjecture. To a genius, it is a flash of inspiration. My intuition is telling me that this bottleneck of knowledge that we encounter... yes. We're getting, the Fox Girl back. She has a new version. We can, after I finish this, we'll do Rippa. We'll do Rappa. We'll get Rappa, we'll do the Rappa trial. Check her out. And then I'll put on, I'll grab a video. And we can check out, Fugu. Tingguan Fugu. That's the next character, I believe, that's coming out. That we encounter in a simulated universe is stopping us from gaining certain knowledge and unearthing a certain period of history. Deduction. Perhaps Mythos of Ignimata casts their gaze over the simulated universe. I have 3,215 further deductions. Which would you like to hear? That sounds more like subjective conjecture to me. Let's talk about this outside. Herta falls into a moment's uncharacteristic silence. She stands perfectly still and stares into the depths of the unknowable domain. Is it as if something is waiting there for her? Like a puzzle that calls for a genius to solve it. Forget it. I can always come back. Alright. Alright. Return. Question. Was there any useful clues discovered regarding the cause of the unknowable domain? There are some clues, but not many. I saw much of the dark history of the Intelligentsia Guild. It's only been about 100 Amber era since the Scholar's Strife. Logically, as a direct participant, the Candelagraphos should have thoroughly documented the entire event. But when I compare the data with the history in the unknowable domain, I discover there are numerous omissions and fabrications throughout. Logic. The Intelligentsia Guild has always been extremely apprehensive regarding the Ignimata, especially concerning such important historical materials. They would not have permitted the history fictionologists to tamper with it, unless they did it with the intention to use the Ignimata as a cover to conceal crucial information that should not exist. It's my favorite time. Watch the drama unfold. The schools shed blood over the allocation of the scepter's computational power. Oh, this is from the last event. It's the first pet in the game. Allocation of the scepter's computational power, or there could have been clandestine exchanges happening, but all are inconsequential. There are only one truly worth concealing: knowledge itself. According to the official reports, thousands of scepters were flooded by foolish questions from scholars, exhausting their computational power. Now they have become mere photo op spots for everyone, floating in space like debris. You think I believe that? That is the creation of a genius. Screw 'em. How much more can we improve the simulated accuracy of the scepter? Conclusion. According to the previous estimates, if we concentrate all computational power of simulated users, we can increase the accuracy to 71% or more. That's enough. I'm sure everyone here knows that I'm never one to accept the status quo. I always sought to push beyond existing boundaries of knowledge, find new breakthroughs, and advance the total knowledge of the universe multiple-fold. The current extrapolation of the Scholar's Strife is precisely for that purpose. Therefore, I've decided to add in the fifth collaborator for the simulated universe. Could it be the one who loves to eat bananas? Let's revive Rupert II. What? Oh boy. Rupert II is the guy, the last king who declared a war on all organic matter. So all organic life forms he declared war on, and then they had to be destroyed. Of course, I'm not literally reviving anyone. Gather all the data from the Scholar's Drive, replicate the entire Scepter system in the simulated universe, and recreate the Emperor's external cognitive unit. Then we'll be able to attain the brain of the fifth genius. And then I shall ask him or her, no, should be it, a question that's like how someone asked a question that I ultimately solved, solitary waves theory, solved at the end of the Scholar's Drive. Although Stephen and Madame Ruan May are both agreeable, I personally have reservations. Introducing multiple objectives into a single study will significantly dilute the research focus and reduce efficiency. Reserving judgment is as good as having no opinion. The Scholar's Drive, my beginnings, and the fifth genius, Rupert II, these are all chains tightly linked to one another. Screw them. You better not tell me you're not curious about the extrapolation. As you indicated, to be objective, my analysis does not include a 15% weightage of curiosity. Hey, I understand. Your performance in Golden Gears was decent. Experience in dealing with Rupert's creations too. Okay, I'm back in an assistant. Isn't this just a perfect coincidence? Her stares at you intently, likely not intending to offer you a choice. But after careful thought, this is a precious opportunity to work with Madame Herta on a research project. Do you really want to decline? That's all I ever want. Then this settles it. Do come and collect more scepter data. Guarantee that you'll see many exciting things.